It's very important that we keep the message going about what a miracle it is this country even exists.
Amen to that. Hello. This is sort of a roundup, bits and pieces of little conversations, short conversations I have along the way. Kind of pieced them all together. And start out with some ladies from Washington, D.C. who work in the government. End up with a couple of ladies who just met at a bus stop. And it's just random. Hitting on different subjects. Most of it's good. And it's indeed, this is most of the conversations out there are good. I just kind of like lump those asswipe conversations all together because I don't know. You take medicine, you must just gulp it down. I do have a Bitchute account. It is Badass Uncle Sam. So if you want to go over there, start going over there and view the videos. Let me know how that works out because I'm not all that familiar with their setup over there, and I don't know if I'm doing it right. So the way I can know is by getting some feedback. So if you want to go over there and view a video or two, I'll post it on whatever video I post here. I'm posting over there too. So work on that, building that up. So when YouTube finally decides to go ahead and slit all our throats, there'll be a site over there for you. And in the meantime, if you like it, if you care, share it. If you can, you can contribute. So, without further ado, let's get into the bits and pieces. Did you all work in D.C.?
I certainly did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
And this is what discourages me. People that I've run into, prosecutors, law enforcement, people in government, seem to be the most cynical. They seem to be the ones that saying that, it ain't going to happen.
Well, it's because it's been going. There's too many that are crooked.
Yeah.
They're not doing their job because they're too busy to get him out.
I spoke to, there was a gentleman, black man, came along wearing a mega hat about a month or so ago. He said, oh, this is interesting. Who are you? And he was Ben Carson's special assistant. He worked elbow to elbow.
Ben Carson. He worked on my grandson's
wonderful.
nephew.
Yeah, and you might know this gentleman. And he gave me a 35-minute interview. When I asked him, I said, why are things seem to be moving along at such a slow pace?
Yeah.
And he essentially said what you did. He said,
it's the truth.
85% of the government's corrupt to the core. And we got about 15% of us that are trying to get things done.
True.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I mean, the past 3 years, what has Congress did?
But
try to get Trump
right,
out.
Yeah, they haven't done it. No, they passed a law that you can't crush dogs' heads. They passed that law.
I believe that.
You can crush babies' heads, but you can't crush dogs' heads now.
Oh, God.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's insane. I could handle crazy.
My stomach gets upset because I think about it. I'm like...
Yeah. Well, welcome to my world.
Oh, my world too, bud.
God bless you, honey.
God bless you.
Thank you, doll.
2020.
Oh, yeah. Who obviously have spoken to other medical professionals and asked them what would be the best solution. Overwhelmingly, I always say the free market.
Of course. Yes. I don't want to give up my health insurance. I've got good health insurance. So does he.
Yeah, then you can shop around for the best offer, best coverage, the lowest price.
Absolutely.
And the last thing when you think about how the government screws everything up, why would anybody want to put the health in the hands of the government?
You think it works so well with the government running it? Go to an Indian reservation and see how that worked out.
Right.
People are insane.
And then they say, well, costs would be cheaper. I says, yeah, the cost cheaper in the military, $900 hammers. You know, I mean,
Right.
it's, anytime you monopolize something into the government, they're just going to run
Right.
the right costs up.
Right. We were at a rally last weekend, and there was like 500,000 people there, and they were like all Republicans. It was nice to see
Yeah, you saw very few of them.
very few
Oh, yeah.
liberals.
Yeah.
It was great, you know, but it was in Texas. So,
Yeah. Go to one of Trump's rallies if you've never been.
oh, really?
I'd love to go.
Have you
Actually,
been?
if I could-
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I get dressed up like this and go with her a hoot.
Right? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was in Dallas, but we never did make it. So, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this.
Oh, thank you. Here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. On the back's my YouTube channel. Check out
Okay.
some of my encounters. And several ways to support me if you want to do it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. What making sense of open borders and fanticide is there? Tell me about that.
The rest of us make dollars.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, thank you. Very good. So what sense is there in the Green New Deal? Can you explain to me what that Green New Deal is all
I didn't
about?
say I agree with Democrats. I'm just
He's
Democrat.
one. He just is one. He doesn't
Nobody's
agree with
doing
all of
anything.
Yeah,
it.
but how does that work? I mean, how do you...
I can only agree with them partially.
We don't speak to
I
each
just
other
don't,
at
I just don't
home.
agree with Trump all the time.
Well, you understand, I used to be a Democrat. I grew up in a blue-collar, Democratic, Northeastern family, but they have left. They're so far left
Neither
now.
party is the same as it used to be.
Well, I think the conservatives are more traditional, as they always have been. I think they are more
None of them
traditional.
are working. None of them have signed the bill in years. I mean, it's a dead city.
Well, actually, the Democratic Congress recently signed a bill saying you couldn't crush dog heads.
Well, I think they named a post office too.
Oh, yeah, wonderful. Yeah.
It's the same. The whole thing.
But I just don't, I mean, well, the whole label thing can limit your intelligence anyway.
And what is Hillary
So-
doing? She's tossing babies in
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, you got that Hill that just resigned because, she was all about Kavanaugh's a predator. Then she turns out to be a predator. The hypocrisy is unbelievable.
the hypocrisy.
Jeffrey Epstein, the only person I know of that thinks that Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide is Attorney General Barr. So Harvey Weinstein. I mean, God Almighty, these people are just satanic.
When we're having lunch, I was like, they have a YouTube video of you getting into it with a woman, and oh man, just dismantled her. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Well, if you go to the back of this get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton.
And you know what?
Check out my YouTube channel, see a lot more
No
of them.
kidding, I will. I'm hoping that bitch gets her ass handed to her over all what's going on.
Well, I'm tired of hoping. I want to start seeing it.
Well, I think we're seeing it. It's just if it'll transpire and progress in the right direction long enough.
Again, I've been sitting around waiting for a long time.
Well, I think there's been enough of the Republicans have had their hands in the kitty too.
Oh, of course, that's why it's been slow. They're all
going to get their ass.
About 85% of our government is totally corrupt. I mean, that's why things are not on both sides.
Probably a conservative number.
Yeah, you're right. You're probably right.
Yeah.
It's being kind.
Yeah. Hopefully it continues.
Well, if it doesn't, it's going to fall to our hands. That's what the Second Amendment's all about.
Unfortunately, I think that's where it's going to end up. Over maybe not the next 4 or 8 years, but I think I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I'm not sure we're not past the tipping point.
Yeah, well, if history's any judge, it always comes down to it.
Yeah. It's
you keep on relying on other people to do what must be done. Eventually, it falls on you to do it.
All I know is my first thing is if it starts going down is I'm getting the hell out of this city.
Oh, any city will be a death trap.
Yeah. Yep.
That's for sure. I mean, it's the only thing that hasn't flattened out is RV sales. RV sales are still rising.
Yeah.
Because people are buying bug outs. I mean, you know, the shit hits a fan, they're taking off.
I bought a sailboat.
There you go. That's going to be my bug out.
Yeah, that's mine. That's
I got a
mine.
broken van. That's the best I could do right now.
You know what, bro? Provision that bad boy and hit the road. The bad thing about being in a car or a van in the city is there's bridges every in, every out.
Well, they've got it when they did matter of fact, they just redid the Homeland Security. They quietly renewed it. But Homeland Security has got it down where every city can be shut down in 33 minutes.
Oh, yeah. That's
lockdown.
That's why I went to the boat.
How you doing, folks?
Well, what's going on with the impeachment? I don't see the news.
Nothing's going to happen. It's a clown show.
Well, I know they can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
And from what I read, he can still finish his term. I'm a Trump man.
Yeah, well, I mean, Trump wants to go to the trial in the Senate now because he knows
he does too.
You know, he
showcase it.
Yeah, so he knows because I mean, the longer it goes on, the more his numbers go up.
Absolutely.
So
we had brunch with him when, Lydia, in the 90s.
It was 1993. We were staying at Trump Castle, and he came in with his bodyguards. Nicest fella. I mean, so nice. He just sat from maybe like from here to Donald right there.
Yeah, that
from
don't
our
do
table.
injustice. He's a big man.
Yeah,
He is a really big man. He was a lot taller than his bodyguards, actually. So, unless he had lifts in his shoes, I don't know.
Well, everybody
But
I've
he's
talked
really
to that has had personal contact with him has always come away with a nice story.
Oh, yeah, he was very nice, polite. I mean, just very congenial. I mean, it was during an election year. We actually asked him, who he was voting for, and he said he didn't know because nobody was running. And so I thought, boy, that's a little ironic because that's what people were saying last term,
So I do play the political game, and for the first time I'll be in a partisan race. I'll be on a primary ballot in Texas running for county commissioner as a Republican. So
terrific.
Excited about it.
Yes, good luck.
It's very important that we keep the message going about what a miracle it is this country even exists.
Amen to that, brother. And so is your primarily a county?
About 67% Republican, so if I win the Republican primary, I'll be in office there.
Good.
We'll keep it going. We ran a city for 7 years on Republican principles, and business came to town.
No shit on the street, no needles, no.
There's a city of about 40,000 right outside of San Antonio. Clean, safe, prosperous. It can be done.
Oh, well, I know. It can be done. We
just have to choose to do it.
Thank you. Well, here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton for you. As you know, good for any crime in the world.
Especially political ones.
Yes, indeed.
Keep it up.
So what part of California do you live in?
I live in the Bay Area.
Oh, I used to live right around the corner from Dianne Feinstein.
Oh, yeah.
So I assume they wouldn't have the needles and the crap on the street. No.
Yeah.
But I've been speaking to a lot of people from California who unfortunately are leaving, because
too expensive.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where they can't live there anymore. And what do you do there in California?
I work at the prison.
Oh, really? And yourself, young lady?
I do customer service for United. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Easy for you to say, huh?
Away from me, but United Healthcare.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Okay.
That's my insurance. I was a teacher for 16 years. Like I taught art, but yeah. That's
you were?
Oh,
yes. Terrific.
I couldn't do it anymore. Like I'm out of here. It was stressful.
Was it really? Teaching art was stressful?
Not the art part. It's all the other stuff that goes along with it.
Which, like what?
I work for, I don't know if you ever heard of Achievement First schools. They're charter schools.
Oh, charter.
And they have all these ways that they want things to be done, and it's stifling.
Well, the tip of the hat, I get to speak to a lot of teachers out, the academics, and it is indeed what you're saying. A lot of the dictates or curriculum comes down. Really doesn't allow you to teach anymore.
That's pretty much.
It's sort of like more like indoctrination than it is teaching.
So you know exactly, without me having to tell you, that's exactly it. I was being politically correct to some degree, but
Indeed.
Can you take a picture of us?
I'd be happy to. Sure. All right.
oh wait.
Another one. That'll get you kicked off of Facebook in no time, I'll tell you.
Exactly.
So how do you guys stand politically? I mean, where are you at on this spectrum?
Same thing as your button.
Pissed.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, what the hell's going on at times.
Well, indeed. I'm always asking what the hell's going on, you know. I mean, it's kind of like it, you know. I mean, you always have to question it. You always question authority, you know.
Yeah.
And always question, because I don't trust any politician.
There you go.
Yeah. That's how I feel like too.
Yeah. And, but, you know, it seems like anytime any system goes on for any length of time, corruption always seeps in.
Yes.
Especially when you have a country that's prosperous, because people tend to give up their, you know, oh, I'm having a good time. Here, you take my guns. I'll go ahead and have you know. And people just kind of give up the things that kept them and got them to where they were to centralized figures, and then things start going bad. You know, so. Indeed.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't know. I think it's just like you were here with all like this rich sauces. What you start in the bottom in your bottom of your pan becomes a part of your sauce.
All right, come on this way. Yeah. Yep.
So
whatever you have there.
Blood and corruption, then what do you expect?
And every now and then you just got to clean out that pot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really clean it.
And then what?
Hey, you go back to making a new stew, you know. It's because start from scratch all over again, and you go back into it.
Nice.
But the things we're going into now, I think, are kind of different than anything we've had throughout human history because of that thing you have in your hand. You know, the technology that's coming in is, it's not even human.
The levels of suicides among teenagers, young people, just because of those things.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we're not monitoring things. It makes us absent in our presence. We're not doing this. We're not talking to each other. You know.
I'm sorry you quit teaching, because that, you know, we need that kind of, we need.
They made it difficult for me to do that, because that was when people talk to me, how do you know all this stuff? Like, because when I would teach my students, I want to make sure I tell them the truth, not what I think, but the truth. I want to give them the
give them the tools to think for themselves.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Make it. Yeah.
Right.
Rather than being influenced by anyone's opinion. Make them make their own choice for themselves.
And art and anything that had to do with culture, them using that left side of their brain, they were just edging it out, just erasing it out as fast as they possibly could.
Yeah,
so,
the humanity is being erased, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
But as long as we're around.
True.
Thank you.
All right, ladies. And here's a get-out-of-jail-free card from Hillary Clinton for the two of you. This is good for any crime in the world, as you know.
It's honored on the streets of here, like, that guy gave me this. He told me it would work, sir.
No, well, you see, you won't use it because you have to identify yourself as Hillary, and you got way too much class to do that, so you'll never use it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, ladies. It's a pleasure talking to you.
That's it. Bits and pieces. For the most part, I have fun out there. Hope you have fun watching them. Hit all the prepper buttons, contribute if you can, and I wish all you guys a happy Thanksgiving. God bless you. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for coming by. And see you on the streets.